I say, if it's loving that you want, you should make me your girl. If it's loving that you need, baby, come and share my world. Oh, if it's loving that you want, come and take a walk with me. Walk with me. Let me see how this looks. Okay, this is reversed. Hello, everyone. Make sure you're liking as you're coming in the chat. Make sure you're liking. Okay, I think we're looking good. Ooh, you looking good, good looking. Ooh, you looking. Those innocent eyes. That smile on your face makes it easy to trust you. If they only knew a girl with a tattoo like I do. I say you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see it, baby. Don't you lose yourself along the way, no, 'cause you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see it, baby. Mm-hmm. Girl, I knew what I knew. The girl with the tattoo, like I do. The innocent eyes. That smile on your face makes it easy to trust you. If they only knew the girl with a tattoo, ooh, like I do. Just say you will, will come through and chill, chill, chill. Just say you will. Uh-huh. I say doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see it, baby. Don't you lose yourself along the way. No, cause you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see it, baby. Those innocent eyes, that smile on your face makes it easy to trust you. But if they only knew the girl with the tattoo like I do, I say yes. I say you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see you, baby. Don't you lose yourself along the way. No, cause you're doing what you're doing just to get to where there's gossip about your gifts. Ooh, somebody talking about your gifts, baby. Somebody gossiping about your gifts. You may be a reader here. You may be online. You may read as well. And I think they're talking about your gifts. Those innocent eyes. And there's a man's energy here that's having a hard time letting go of somebody in my chat or somebody who's going to find this video. Those innocent eyes. Stella. That smile on your face. They lost. Makes it easy to trust you. If they only knew, like I do, the girl with the tattoo. I said, you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see you, baby. Don't you lose. Hey, Hazel. I'm just getting in the chat now. Don't you lose yourself along the way. Can I ask you something about numerology? Okay, I'll see if I can answer it. I'm not really like, no worries, hun. I'm not really like schooled on numerology. Like I didn't really delve into it. Maybe I need to delve a little bit deeper into it. But ask me though, don't you lose yourself along the way. No. Somebody loves my antics here. Somebody just loves my antics. And then some people don't like it. There are a couple spectators who come here. Once I start to do the singing, the singing irritates them. They leave, then they come back. Sometimes people say that 6 and 9 have the same vibration. I know that they say that 6 and 9 attract each other. They tend to work really well together in romantic relationships. But go ahead, what are you saying? Don't you lose yourself along the way. Hi, hi, leave my life, my. You could be getting ready to hear from like a friend from the past, somebody here. You could be getting ready to hear from a friend from the past, like maybe a friend that you kind of just grew out of, or I don't know, maybe because I'm hearing that this thing, what I'm saying in my head is, leave my. This was a friend I had. Her daughter used to sing, and her daughter had a beautiful voice. But for some reason, when she sang this song, there's a song that says, I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. And when she would say the part with leave me, she said it like this. And I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. And we thought it was so fucking funny. This is an old friend. I haven't spoken to her in years. Maybe the last time I spoke to her was like in COVID. So I feel like they're giving me that as a symbol to say somebody here gonna hear from an old friend or an old acquaintance. Leave my. Um. Okay, and I saw your donation. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Let me see. Did I miss something? I mean, just the numbers. Sometimes when people say that 6 and 9s have the same vibration, I really don't. Let's look it up. I don't know. I never really got deeply into numerology. I knew that how I even got really like looking at numerology was because I found out that my life path was the life path 33, and the 33 was the master teacher. Somebody is over here again from that next lady's chat. That same lady that I told you about that I came across when it was just me and two other viewers when she would go live. It was on her live. I'm grateful for her and everybody. Don't mind me ranting when they come over here. I'm grateful for them because they brought me into certain awareness. Like I did not know what I was doing when it came to spirit. Like I've always been surrounded by spirit from a little girl. Like how in the Sixth Sense he was like, I see dead people. That was me from a little girl. And I didn't know what was happening with me. So when I encountered over there, the info that I got from over there brought me to the awareness of what I was actually doing all these years. And it was over there as well. She had collaborated with somebody who is into numerology, and they talked about life paths. And then when I did my life path, I was like, fuck me. My life path is a life path 33. 33 is the master teacher. And I was like, what the fuck? What does all of this mean? You feel me? That was back then when I was just waking up more into what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, I don't really know about numerology like that. Numerology. Numerology. 6 and 9 has the same vibration. That's what you say? I'm gonna look back in the chat. He said sometimes people say 6 and 9 have the same vibration. 6 and 9 has the same vibration. Let's see what comes up for that. Don't you lose yourself alone. It says no, numerology 6 and 9 do not have the same vibration. They represent distinct energies and characteristics, with 6 focusing on harmony and nurturing, and 9 representing humanitarianism. Humanitarian, you know what I'm trying to say. Humanitarianism, right? There you go. But I could see why people could say that they're similar because to be a humanitarian, you have to be nurturing and you do focus on harmony. You know, like especially like Aquarians, like healthy Aquarians, they are humanitarians and they love things to be fair. Okay, they like things to be fair and just. They love to lobby for a cause. Yo, there's an Aquarian that I know, she just lived to fucking lobby for her cause. And I'd be telling her to try to look at things from a different perspective. Because I try to tell her that whatever you push back against you, whatever you resist persists. And I was using the example of, I said to her, do you notice there's a war on drug, there's a war on AIDS, there's a war on violence, but listen, those wars are ongoing because what you push against, you we will push back against you. Whatever you resist persists. To get something to stop, to get something to dissipate in the vibrational realm is to take away your attention. Because the law of vibration says whatever you give your attention to, you begin to vibrate like that thing. And basically, whatever you give your attention to, you magnify, you prolong. So to take away all that energy behind those things, we need to take our attention away. But she don't get it that way. She don't understand it from that perspective, and it's totally fine. um, I'm not arguing with her like to say, I'm just showing her a different perspective, but she don't get it that way. Her belief is that you have to fight for what you want because of your kids and your legacy when you're gone. When you've left the physical plane, you have to fight for better days. So I get where she's coming from, but from a energetic level. That is why Mother Teresa said, if you have a rally against violence, don't invite me. But if you have a rally for peace, do invite me. Somebody may say, what's the difference between the two? They're fighting for the same thing. Yes, but no, the vibration is different. Violence and peace is two different vibrations. Even though you say you're having a rally against violence, there's no exclusion in the universe. It's all inclusion. The universe is a big yes. It's all a big yes. So whatever you're giving your attention to, you're saying, yes, more of this, please. Even though you're saying no with your mouth, energetically, you're saying, yes, more of this, please. The universe speaks in frequency and energy, not verbally, not language. It's the energy, it's the frequency. So even though you're saying, no, I don't want any more violence, it's like your attention is saying, yes, give me more, because attention, energy flows where attention goes. Okay? Attention is the yes. Take the attention away from it and you let it dissipate. Take the attention away from it and it dies off. It dies off for you, your reality, or the group of people like you who are not giving it attention. It may not die off for everybody, but it dies off for the group of people who are taking their attention away. You feel me? So I could see why people say the 6 and the 9 have the same vibration. Let me finish reading what it says. I'm not seeing what you're saying in the chat. I have to come back to the chat to see it. Okay, so I'll be back shortly. It says 9 representing humanitarianism, compassion, and universal wisdom, while 6 is often associated with the home and responsibility, and 9 with the completion of cycles. They are considered compatible in numerology, with the numbers forming a balanced bond between the energies of nurturing and self service. So, vibrations of 6: focus, harmony, balance, responsibility, and family. Attributes: nurturing, loving, and deeply committed. Role: to create balance and harmony, often through strong relationships and domestic settings. Vibrations of 9: focus, humanitarianism, compassion, spirituality, and endings. Attributes: universal wisdom, selflessness, and an understanding of endings. Role: to represent the completion of a cycle and prepare for new beginnings. often with a broad altruistic outlook. The connection between 6 and 9, compatibility. 6 and 9 are considered compatible numbers in numerology. Symbolism. The combination is often seen as a blend of heart focused nurturing and spiritual altruistic service, creating a strong and beautiful bond. Complementary energies. The emotional responsible nature of 6 complements the compassionate universal outlook of 9, forming a partnership that balances personal well being with a broader sense of purpose. Wow, that's nice. That was nice. Thank you for taking my attention to that today. That was nice. That was nice, 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 nice. Don't you lose yourself along the way. Hey. Let me see what you're saying. Hey, soft life. Girl, I've been a stepper. Okay. Let me get back to Hazel. Hazel says, I don't know anything about it. Me neither. I don't know anything about it. Maybe I should delve into the numerology because it could bring more insight to the readings. You know what I mean? For my readings, I usually like just go off what is coming off the cards, you know? But it would definitely bring more insight. Girl, I'm good. You? I'm good. That's good. Feeling very grateful today. Yes, makes sense. So you're practicing your gratitude, you're giving thanks. But some Aquarians are quite unique, let's say. Yes, that's why I say healthy Aquarians. Did I say healthy Aquarians? Healthy Aquarians are humanitarians. Unhealthy Aquarians, child, toxic as fuck. I mean, all signs, healthy Virgos versus unhealthy Virgos. All signs have their shadow and light sides, right? What are you throwing to the universe what you are throwing to the universe is different. That's nice. Yes, yes, you should. What? Okay, what you said? What you are throwing to the universe is different. What do you mean? Yeah, I should get into it, into numerology. For somebody here, your affirmation today is I am safe, it's only changing. So you could be getting ready to move because on this card, this person is carrying two suitcases or there is a moving happening in your life. A moving could be a shifting. I'm seeing a mudslide in my head, but I'm also seeing like a person surfing the mudslide. So something could be shifting quickly or unexpectedly. And there's a plane on this card, and this card is full of blue, and there's a green car. So this is giving a lot of energy about travel. Green is growth for me. Blue is healing. I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. Yeah, this shifting is to create something better. So even though in my head I'm seeing a mudslide, the mudslide may represent, let's say you're living in a valley, right? And the soil in the valley isn't as rich with minerals. And then there are certain soil on a mountainside that would have been better for your planting in the valley, but it's treacherous to go up to that mountain and dig up the soil. And then all of a sudden, a mudslide happened. Even though trees may have been ruined in the mudslide, or God forbid, somebody's house got damaged in the mudslide, it brought down the mineral rich soil to the valley. And now moving forward, you guys could plant and have like a rich crop. That's like the analogy I'm getting. So whatever this changing is, it's not bad. All right. Also, somebody here could be not feeling the best about aging. Um, Listen, aging is a beautiful thing because this card says each age has its own special joys and experiences. I'm always the perfect age for where I am in life. I am at peace with my age, okay? Let me get into Hazel's question. Give me your question, my love. Thank you for your patience. Hey, Gab, I just was thinking about you, girl. And I was saying I need to hit you because I know you say you don't get my notifications. Um, for the rally of peace versus the rally, what you're throwing to, yes, the rally of peace versus the rally against violence, absolutely. Let's do the QD. Okay, the question of the day. Um, Even with us, even a lot of us who come here who we've had people attack us for no reason, um, at some point we also have to take some vibrational responsibility because let me use myself. I don't like vindictive, hateful people who just lie on you, create narratives about you that's not true. They don't know anything about you, but they just do it to tarnish your name or tarnish somebody's perspective of you. But the law of vibration says whatever you give your attention to, you begin to vibrate like that thing. So while I will not do that to somebody else, every time, because my moral compass and my belief wouldn't allow me to say slander somebody because that's not true. Um, I wouldn't. Let me go back. Every time I think to myself, I don't like lying ass vindictive people, I become energetically a lying ass vindictive person. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Let me give it to you like this. The law of vibration says whatever you give your attention to, you become that thing vibrationally. So everything has a vibrational frequency. Follow me now, right? So let's say this has a vibrational frequency of 1, this has a vibrational frequency of 2, and this has a vibrational frequency of 3. Every time I give my attention to this thing, whether I want it or not, every time I give my attention to this number 1 vibration, I vibrate like a 1. Okay, now it's not like a solid one and done because it's like a range. It's like a range, like 1.2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, right? Every time I vibrate like a 1, every time I give my attention to this, whatever this is, I vibrate like a 1, and everything in that 1 range is now open to me. Okay, the law of vibration, the law of attraction says you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So let's say you attract a narcissist and this narcissist is abusing you and you're saying, I cannot believe the law of attraction because I'm not a narcissist. So how did I attract a narcissist? You don't like narcissists, do you? No. And do you not judge them? Yes, you do. Judging is your attention. Judging is giving your attention. Every time you say, I cannot stand narcissistic people, I hate their lying asses, I hate their abusive asses, you become a narcissist vibrationally because you're giving your attention to it. Are you following me? That's why the law of attraction says you attract what you are, not what you want. So why you wouldn't do what the narcissists do to people, which is abuse them? You are a narcissist energetically because you constantly give your attention to them. You constantly complain about them. You constantly think about them. So let's say the narcissist is vibrating at a 1. Every time you think about the narcissist, you vibrate like a 1. And guess who you're open to? Narcissists. You could have said, I want somebody, like what Hazel said about a rally against violence versus a rally for peace. It sounds like we're saying the same thing, right? Like when you say there's a rally against violence, and then you say there's a rally for peace, it sounds like you're focusing on the same exact thing. No, the end of the focus on one is violence. That has a different vibrational frequency than the frequency of peace. So even though you say you're against the violence, violence is still the frequency that you are engaging in. Even though you say you're against it, the universe is not exclusive, it's inclusive, and it's all about attention. And what is attention? What you're thinking. To give your attention to something, you have to think about it. You have to see it, think about it, hear it, think about it. Okay? So you become vibrationally aligned with the thing that you're giving your attention to, and then you attract what you are. That's how it works. So if you had said, let's say over here is people who are loving, kind, considerate, treat you well, there for you, transparent. Let's say you would have said, I would love to meet somebody who's kind, loving, and joyous. Then you are in that vibration, and that's what you must attract. But naturally, or I wouldn't even say naturally, we've been conditioned to push against what we don't want. So we've been conditioned to say, no, I don't want this thing. So instead of saying, I would like somebody who's kind, generous, considerate, honest, open, and true, we said, I don't want anybody who's like, if you ask somebody, what are you looking for? They usually start with, oh, I don't want somebody who's abusive. I don't want somebody who's unfaithful. I don't want somebody who's lazy. I don't want some. They usually give you the negative, thinking that they're trying to clarify to you what they truly want. But they don't understand that the law of vibration says whatever you give your attention to, you become that thing vibrationally. Are you staying that thing vibrationally? No. But over time, momentum builds. So you don't think, let's say you're thinking about the narcissist, you don't spend a whole day thinking about the narcissist unless you've been abused by a narcissist, and your vibration is already strong. And that's what I'm trying to get at. Let's say you think about the narcissist in this thought, and then you change your thought to money and stuff. When you change your thought to money, you start vibrating about money. You're no longer vibrating about the narcissist. But most people who encounter a narcissist who abuses them have been thinking about this narcissist for years. They've been thinking those thoughts for years. Also, anything that's in the 1 point range is also open to you. So let's say a narcissist is a 1, feeling ignored is a 1.2, feeling not enough is a 1.3, feeling left out, feeling not considered, feeling abused is a 1.4, feeling taken advantage of is a 1.7. When you're in a 1, you're open to all the ones, all the 1 points. You're on the same road as the 1 points. So it's potential that you can pick up any one of them. You can pick up somebody who abuses you, somebody who lied to you. You follow me? That's how vibration works. It's like you're on a street. Like, let's say, for instance, you're on Park Avenue, okay? And let's say there's another street called James Road. When you're on Park Avenue, anything that happens on that street, you can potentially engage in that. So if an accident happened, you may end up in the accident, right? Or you may feel the effects of it, because let's say you did not experience the accident, but you got stuck in traffic because of the accident. Whatever is on Park Avenue, you are open to because you are on Park Avenue. Are you following me? That's how frequency and vibration works. It opens you up or shuts you off from people, places, and things. So let's say you say, well, I never thought about a narcissist before in my life, but you thought about the fact that people lied to you. You thought about the fact that you've been abused, or you thought about the fact that you never felt good enough. Remember, abuse is a 1.1. You never felt good enough, 1.2. Your mother ignored you, 1.3. Your father abandoned you, 1.4. Your sister made you feel less than, 1.5. Your brother was the golden child and you never felt like you lived up to his standards or what your parents wanted for him or wanted for you is a 1.6. So when you meet the narcissist is in alignment with all those other 1 points. And let's say you have two of those 1 points vibrating very powerfully in you. Your father abandoned you. Your brother was the golden child and you never felt good enough. You are now open to the narcissist as well. That's why it's important to check ourselves to heal. What did I say to you guys when I talked about the people from the town that I left? They were showing me where I need to clean up my vibration because I could leave that town and go to another town and experience the same thing again. Why? Because I have a pulsing vibration in me. Because what's going to happen? Let's say I move to another small town and somebody do the same thing they did to me. Just one person is going to trigger me. And that trigger is going to cause my thoughts to now flood back to me about what happened there, what happened in the past. And those thoughts flood in really quickly because that vibrational hurt has been there a long time. It's strong. It's easier to think those thoughts. So because I haven't done the cleanup work, if somebody come for me in another small town, I'm not going to say to myself, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just one person. He probably didn't mean anything, or she probably didn't mean anything. No, my first thoughts, because my vibration is so strong around this one particular topic, because you have a vibration around every topic you could think about. Because my vibration is so strong around this one particular topic, and because it's been going on for so long, my first thought is going to be along, oh, I got to protect myself. I got to be aware. These people are probably just like the other people from the other town. I don't know why these people keep coming for me. I don't do these people nothing. Why are they bothering me? That's how it works. Even though you are, quote unquote, being the victim and they are being the perpetrator, you are also responsible. Why? Because your vibration is what's bringing everything to you. The vibrational law precedes or supersedes or is the beginning of everything. Most people know about the law of attraction, but they do not know about the law of vibration. It's first the vibration, then the attraction. The vibration practice over and over and over again create a magnetic energy that pulls in the situations, the people, the circumstances. Because there are other people who went to that town who they didn't attack. You feel me? Okay. Hazel, thank you for bringing this message to me. And so now I feel like you're a channel. I feel like you're a channel, yo. Is it you? I feel like I've told somebody here that they need to start channel their higher self. Maybe you need to start channeling your higher self. Do you know about Abraham Hicks, Hazel? Maybe you should check Abraham Hicks out. Anywho, Hazel says, I was really happy today thinking about that. This lady has given me a lot of resilience and given me patience. Yes. Like I've grown a lot with her. I'm grateful for that, to be honest. I'm ready to let it go. I think I've learned what I needed from her, and you helped me to understand a lot of that too. So I'm thankful for your presence over here, girl. No, I thank you as well. I thank you so much. Thank you. Instead of thinking of her, I was thinking of how grateful I am for my resilience. Yes, my patience. Do you know on a spiritual level, her higher self is glad that you're getting this because this is the agreement that you two had. On a spiritual level, on a soul level, she don't hate you. You don't hate her. The people that you give the hardest jobs in the physical world, which is normally to cause you harm, they are your deepest loving soulmates on the non-physical side because they decided to accept the hardest job to hurt you in this life. And so her soul is nodding to you like, yes, girl, you getting it. Yes. Instead of thinking of her, I was thinking how grateful I am for my resilience, my patience, my potentials from a professional. Yes. Oh my fucking God. I'm so happy for this. I wasn't able to see how oh my God. You always say that I'm a channel. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so grateful to hear this. Okay. I want to check in on how the giving thanks is working, but I don't want to do it prematurely. Okay. Yesterday for me was not I don't know. I felt like I didn't do it enough yesterday, but I'm not gonna make it like a chore. I'm not gonna keep score of how much I'm doing it. I'm just gonna do it. The moments that I did do it felt really nice. Like, for instance, I was in my Uber, and I was saying, when I was looking out the car, looking out the window, I was saying to like the cars, "Thank you for being red," or "Thank you for bleeding." I know it sounds silly, but it was just the easiest thing to give thanks for. I was like, "Thank you for being red. Thank you for being blue. Ooh, thank you for being silver. Ooh, thank you for having sexy lights." Like, I saw this car. I don't know what model it was. The lights were like, I love how the lights look on it. It was sexy. And then I saw this little BMW. It's a BM, right? With this the the star. Is it a BMW? That's what you call it, a BMW, right? So it drove on the side of me, and I was like, "Oh, you sexy!" And I was like, "Thank you for being sexy." And I felt the gratitude in that moment for just a simple thing as that. And as you're doing this, as you're doing the give thanks practice that we're doing for September, keep doing it until you feel the feeling. Initially, you may not feel anything, like you just feel like you're just doing it robotically. But as the momentum builds, there's going to be a moment where you're giving thanks to something and you're going to feel that grateful energy take you over. Like, anybody know what I'm talking about? When gratitude takes you over, it could even feel overwhelming, like you want to cry. Like when you just have that moment of pure clarity in gratitude, and you're like, damn, there's so much in this life to be thankful for. Like, you may not have noticed it before, because before you start practicing gratitude, you just go about your day wrapped up in what you got to do, where you got to go, what meetings you need to catch, what things you need to get done. But when you sit in each moment, oh, Hazel, you should look up, you should start listening to Eckhart Tolle. There is something in his message for you. When you sit in each moment and just bask in the goodness of that single moment, baby, you will get goosebumps, chill bumps. Do you hear me? Okay. Um, Sometimes we take things for granted, yes, and then start to be grateful, and yeah, and you start to realize how much you have. Yeah. Oh my fucking god, yes, Hazel! Yes, yes, Gabby, yes, yes, yes. When you start to, and it's, and I get it, we all do it. We get so caught up in our lives that we don't really recognize how much we have. We tend to focus on what we don't have, and that's sometimes minuscule in comparison to what we do have. Do you hear me? Shit. The ability just to breathe in fresh air. Do you know there are people who cannot breathe in fresh air because they live in a place that's so polluted they can't even do it? The ability just to hear some birds chirping. Do you know there's some people who can't hear birds chirping? All they hear is bombs dropping? Man, gratitude will make you realize, like, yo, I am truly blessed. I have a lot going for me. Trust me on that. When you work with sick people and they have COPD and they need oxygen to live, wow, wow, the only thought of wow. Oh my God, Hazel, why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? I feel like I'm going to cry. Oh, I don't think we realize just the smallest little things. And we get so caught up in everything else, and who do this and who say that and who shouldn't be doing this and who shouldn't be saying that. When we are so blessed and the universe is just truly blessing us. Like, everything in your reality is serving you. This beautiful rainbow claw is serving me. My cars are serving me. My bed, my television, my phone, everything is serving me. It's here for me. Same thing for you. So why don't you give thanks to it? It's providing some value for you. So I say thank you to my cards. Thank you for helping me with clarity. I say to my rainbow claw, thank you for bringing your beauty to us. You feel me? It's so much. And but some of us go a whole day being aggravated, a whole day worrying about what our neighbor's doing or what they're thinking or what this other world is doing or what these people in this other country is doing. What about your world? Have you stopped for a moment and just give thanks for your pet who brings you so much joy, who loves you unconditionally, despite your flaws? Because some of us who are highly judgmental, we think we don't have any fucking flaws, but we do. We all have them. Okay? Anyway, let me get to Hazel's. Let me get to Hazel. Oh, man. Oh, you said question of the day. Ooh, let's get into it. Ooh. I don't know if you've got a side note, Hazel. I don't know if there's some creative thing that you usually do. I feel like you need to give more attention to your creativity. Like you may be what's called ambivert. So you may be like introverted and extroverted depending on the setting. And it also may trickle over into how your mind works. So you may be one of those people who do have like a more analytical, not a more, you have an analytical mind, like a mathematical mind, but also a very creative mind. Sometimes people will either lean more logical, analytical, or creative. You know, like how you'll have like the suits and then you have the hippies. But I feel like you are a balance of both. Like you could really lean into creativity, or you could lean into that very stoic suit energy if you chose to. But I feel like the universe wants you to delve more into your creative abilities. There's something about being liberated because I just heard in my head, I am free. I am free. Oh my God. That's interesting. I don't know why I thought that. So when I said I am free, right? This is a side note. When I said I am free, I saw a video in my head and I heard the girl singing, a little girl singing. She was singing the slave hymnal. It was funny as fuck. She was singing the slave hymnal, right? Well, it would have been a hymnal that Black people sang back in the day or in the times of slavery, I would guess. Because it has that energy of, motivating yourself. You know, like the song, Wade in the Water. It's like the energy of motivating yourself to get out of a bad situation. And when you hear her, you would think she's a Black little girl, like, or a Black young girl, because she has a deep voice. I don't know if anybody has seen this video, but when her mom goes into a room, it's a white girl. And somebody was saying, look at the ancestors come back as white. So I don't know what that got to do with your situation. But when I say I'm free, I thought it was funny as fuck. Okay? I thought that was funny. But yeah, there's something about you delving into your creative side or maybe ignite your creative side. Let's say you say you don't have a creative side. Maybe it's time for you to start see if there is a creative side. Something about creativity is jumping out. And I feel like you could even make money off this thing. Like if you decide to, I don't know if it's sewing, because I'm seeing like a scissors in my head. So I don't know if it's sewing or cutting or some sort of artwork, like a scrapping. I don't fucking know. But I know it's something about creativity. And I feel like it would be deeply satisfying for you and also help you with your flow. It may even put you in a meditative state. Anywho, let me get to your question of the day. Let's talk about this. Wait, let me see what you're saying before I move on. Oh, Gabby says, love on my first question. I want to change it. Okay. After I talked to him, Jay did have a conversation with his friend today and told him basically, what? Okay, let me get to you. I am. And she said she would not be coming back. Okay, I'm reading Gabby's. Okay, when I get to Gabby, I'll read Gabby. I can draw. Oh, I can sculpt. Oh, I can paint. I can basically do anything with my hands. Oh, so I wonder if that's what the scissors means, because you know you use the scissors to. I love it. Okay, so you need to start delving into your creativity, because you could even be that could even tie into your financial abundance. It could even tie into you being liberated from societal structures. Okay? I feel like you can surf both waves. I feel like you can be in a traditional role, but I feel like your creativity is something that's going to liberate you. Like, because I'm hearing that hymnal in my head again, but because I'm being free. Victy, vitality, creativity, vitality. Yeah. Okay, so start doing something, girl. I don't know. Maybe you need to start doing something and putting it online or selling it online, because you know online is like the number one marketplace these days. So you know, shit. I mean, it could be as big as Jeff Bezos. Your shit could blow up like Jeff Bezos. You know, when Jeff started out, they didn't really think he was making any sense, because what he was bringing forth was so innovative compared to the time that he was in. And people who were in the business world, you know, sometimes when you're in the business world, you could be a little bit arrogant, because you just go off what you know. Especially when you're more on a logical people tend to be sometimes a little bit more arrogant. They tend not to be open minded, and you can't blame them. That's just how they decided to function and how they are. Um, because when he decided he was going to do this online marketplace, they laughed. Some of them laughed at him like, "The fuck he's talking about?" You see who made all the money in COVID? Who made all the money in 2020? Jeff Bezos. Because you only could have ordered basically off Amazon. Oh, okay. So JB, JB. Let me get into this question about your person. All right, so for your question, let's see. Tell me. What's this person's red flags? What's their green flags? Red flags, green flags. We're not going to lean into the red flags too much, because we don't want to amplify that energy. We're going to lean heavily into the green flags, okay? But we just want to see red, green. All right, so for the red flags, what's this person's red flags in a relationship? The Fool, the Hermit, and the Four of Wands. So for the red flags, I would have to take the negative of these cards, the opposite of these cards. So in a relationship, the Hermit talks about isolation. This person may withdraw into themselves when they need to clarify something rather than work it through with their partner. Okay, which could leave the partner feeling rejected, isolated as well, left out. It could be something that this person is working on, because the hermit is here. The hermit is somebody who goes away into themselves. Um, I don't feel like this person intentionally does it to cause harm, but because a narcissist, why am I bringing that up? A narcissist would do that. They would give you the silent treatment to cause you harm, to disrupt your peace. But this person doesn't do that. But it's still a red flag, because you know a relationship is a partnership. You need to include your person. So maybe they need to communicate to their person more, to say, "Hey, I need time to myself," rather than just withdrawing, because that's what they do when they in a relationship. When things go wrong, they withdraw to gain more clarity, because my eyes are drawn to the flame, and the flame brings light. Okay, so to gain more clarity in the situation. The Fool cards talks about a brand new beginning. I don't know if this person had a drinking problem at one point, or this person, when their emotions run high, because this person may give off a very stoic energy, because my eyes are drawn to the wand. So in everyday life, they may seem very sturdy, very strong. But in relationships, when their emotions become high, they may lose their shit. They may not handle emotions really well. And this man looks drunk. So I don't know if a red flag is that they used to get drunk to help clear their mind when they're going through highly emotional situations. Look at him. He looks drunk. Do you see that? He looks drunk, even though the drink is spilling from the cup. So the water for me or the drink for me is emotion. So when his emotions run over and he can't handle like conflict or something like that, he would go and drink. It may be, I'm not sure. But from the Fool card, the card it says, the Fool card talks about a new beginning, a wonderful new beginning. Um, so the opposite of that could be an ending. Maybe they would be quick to end. This person could have like an avoidant personality, or they have attached avoidantly in relationships. So they could pull back when things get too emotionally heightened. And the Four of Wands talks about celebration, happiness. This person's red flag is that they could pull back into themselves so much that you feel like you're living with a ghost or you're living by yourself, even if they are present. You ever been around somebody whose body is there but they are not present? Yeah, it seems like this person's red flag is that they would pull back so hard when emotions become high or when things go wrong that it makes you as a partner feel completely alone. Okay? So that's their red flags. Let's see what their green flags are. Let's see what their green flags are. So the green flags is when they're feeling very good, they're very generous with the Queen of Coins, very stable, very confident. As a woman, you would feel very secure in their presence. Okay, they pay attention because the Page of Swords speaks to watching. They pay attention to make sure they can please you, to make sure they can give you what you need. Oh, and when they are in a relationship and they're in a healthy state, they are very balanced. Okay, it's only when they become off balance that they become this avoidant energy. But usually, when they're in a good place, they are very, very balanced. And I'm loving it. Yo, this is the type of man who will give you a soft life as a woman. I'm talking about you ain't gotta lift a finger. Like, ain't no 50-50 around here. He don't believe in that. He don't believe in that, child. You ain't gonna lift no finger. Let's do a little bit more about the red and I'm gonna leave that alone. Or I'm gonna just let it come through how it wants to come through. Let's see. What's your red? What's your red? Different love languages. What's your red? Dating with intent. What's your red? Feels smothered. Yeah, this person has an avoidant personality. They do. What's your green? Just one. What's your green? Fake pregnancy. Interesting. So for the green, I'm going to take the opposite. If it's a negative card, I'm going to take the positive of it. What's your green? Including you in their plans. What's your green? What's your green? What's your green? Cheating. Oh, so that's awesome. That's awesome because we're taking the opposite of the negative for the green and we're taking the opposite of the positive for the red. So for the red flags, this person, because their love language could be different from their partner, um, I feel like that's why they trigger into isolation. That's why they go into isolation. Let me see what the love language could be. Maybe it's acts of service or giving. Because a person whose love language is words of affirmation or mostly quality time. Let me don't say words of affirmation. I know quality time love languages, they like to work things out, like talk about things. Whereas some acts of service people that I know, they are not the best communicators. They tend to demonstrate how they feel by doing something for you. So rather than talking out what happened, they prefer to do something that they know would benefit you. You know, like I was watching this girl, her mom is Asian, and she talked about how for years she craved an I love you and a hug from her mom, like physical affection and verbal confirmation of her feelings, words of affirmation. But she said as she got older, she realized how much her mom loved her because she talked about how her mom would get up and early to make sure she has her breakfast, make sure her lunch was packed and get her off to school, make sure everything was clean. And it was like she took pride in make sure everything was just right. And even as an adult, her mom would just go to the extra step to make sure she has enough food. Like food was her love language, was like which was like acts of service. Okay. So maybe because this person's love language would be different from their partner, they don't really know how to sit down and hash things out. They prefer to like do something to make you feel better. But your partner needs their love language. They don't need your love language. That's the thing about love languages. A lot of people learn about it and they think they must show you how they want to be loved. No, you must show your partner how your partner wants to be loved. So if your love language is acts of service and your person's love language is quality time, you giving them things or you doing things for them is not going to be more important than you spending quality time with them. Okay? Like, for instance, let's say your woman's love language is quality time and you didn't check in with her all day, but you decide you're going to stop and pick up dinner. And you come home with the dinner and she is upset and you're like, what is your problem? I literally just stop and make sure we have food to eat, and you're over here being upset. And she's like, I could have made my own food, but how hard it is for you just to pick up your phone and send me a text, shoot me a text. It don't take that long. It don't take 2 minutes to do that. I haven't heard from you all day. And you're like, babe, you're acting like I'm not coming home. And then she's like, that's not the point. It seems sometimes I feel like you don't care about me. How hard it is just to pick up a text and say, hey, babe, how's your day going? That don't cost you any money. You have to spend money to buy this food that I can make at home. And your love language is acts of service, the man. And he's thinking, yo, I went out of my way to get this woman her favorite food. She ain't even noticed it. She talking about a fucking 2 minutes text. I'm busy. And she's like, you don't get it. How busy can you be? Nobody is that busy to send a text. It doesn't take a minute. It doesn't take 5 seconds to 10, 20, 30 seconds to send a text. And then you're at odds because you're like, damn, it's like I can't do anything right. It's because of the love language. A person whose love language is acts of service, they may not. Now, remember, with the love languages, you tend to have love language blends. So it's 5 love languages, and most people tend to have 2 primary love languages and sometimes 3, but it's usually 2. So your primary love language may be acts of service and secondary is quality time. Okay? So, or let's say this woman whose first primary love language was quality time, let's say her secondary love language was acts of service. She may appreciate the dinner that day. She may like, oh babe, thank you for the dinner because her secondary love language is acts of service. But if he constantly not checking with her, it's going to be a problem because her primary is quality time. Okay? So when it comes to love languages, we have to speak the person's love language, not so much ours, speak theirs. Okay? So yeah, so with this person, it could be that their love languages are different. And I feel like when they are under pressure, because they don't speak their partner's love language, they would go into isolation, which is not good. And then dating with intent is somebody who gives you absolute clarity of their intention of being with you. If this person has an avoidant attachment style, you usually gonna have to wait because they're a slow burn. Avoidance give you a slow burn, and sometimes they go hot and cold because when feelings arise, when emotions get high, they run away. They're fearful, they run away. Okay, and you're like, what the hell? I thought things were going good. All of a sudden, I can't hear from you. What happened? Okay, because it says feel smothered. When avoidance feels smothered, they pull back. The pulling back is this person's major red flag. Like a relationship, the pulling back ain't nah. When you're in a relationship, it's work. It's constant and consistent work. It's not this running away to yourself. You're no longer a single unit. You together now. Okay, you always got to consider the next person in some which way or form. You feel me? Now, fake pregnancy in their green flags. So pregnancy speaks to birthing something. It speaks to bringing something to term. It speaks to going the long haul. It speaks to creativity. All right. So I feel like this person's green flag in a relationship is that they're giving, and yeah, pregnancy speaks to giving forth something, bringing forth. Whatever they're giving is genuine, it's not fake. Okay. That's what I feel. It says including you in their plans. One of their green flags is that when they're set in, they are set in. When they lock in, okay, they are locked in and they're making plans for the future. And thank goodness cheating came out on the green flags because we're taking the positive side of this, which is no cheating. So this person is extremely faithful in a relationship. When they are locked in, they are locked in. Tell me some of the things that you give in a relationship. Tell me some of the wonderful things that you give in a relationship. I'm loving this question. And remember, if the card is negative, because it's a dual deck, it has positive and negative cards. If the card is negative, because the question says what are the wonderful things, we're going to take the positive side of the card, okay? So tell me some of the wonderful things you give in a relationship. We have, I can only depend on myself. When this person is locked in, then they think more so on the it's us, or when they're in a healthy state, because I feel like the red flag side comes out when things really go left. But when they're in a really good space, it's more so us in every which way. All right. What are some of the wonderful things that you give in a relationship? People pleasing, yeah. This person absolutely tries to please their partner when they're in a relationship. Okay, the best way they can. If I open up, I'm only gonna get hurt. This person eventually does open up, and when they do open up, you can trust what they're saying. Okay, what are some of the wonderful things that you give in a relationship? We have stonewalling, so this person is very open. All right. If you're just coming in and you're wondering what I'm talking about with stonewalling, we're taking the positive side of these cards because we said, what are the wonderful things that they give in a relationship? What are the wonderful things? Give it a second chance. Okay. So this person is open to forgiving mistakes because we all make mistakes in relationships, or forgiving a mishap. They're open to hearing their partner out. If something went wrong on the partner side and when the partner says, babe, I didn't mean it that way, this person wouldn't absorb it and be like, oh yes, that's what you meant, you did this on purpose. They'll be like, okay babe, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, I understand it from your perspective now. Third party influence, they wouldn't allow other people to influence the connection with you. Like once they're locked in, I don't care if it's their mama, they ain't listening to nobody. When it comes to you, they are the decision maker. They are the sole decision maker. Okay. And I'm gonna take this. Need time and space to develop. It's a slow burn that lasts. All right. So this person doesn't rush, but once they are locked in, that's it. Sending a gift. Okay. Very generous, very kind. Need for unreasonable amount of reassurance. You won't need unreasonable amount of reassurance with this person, because this person is going to give the reassurance to you, acting like they're single. They won't act like they're single, jealous and possessive. They won't act like they're jealous and possessive, falling back in old patterns. No, they won't fall back in old patterns as long as they're in a healthy state. Now, falling back in old patterns, I could see it happening when they are dysregulated. But I feel like this person would be more concentrated on being regulated the longer they're locked in. Okay, maybe these going into isolation happens in the beginning of the connection, but the longer this person locks in, the better it becomes. Like that dedicated energy like takes them over. Somebody said they love my readings. Thank you, whoever that is. Okay. So that was Hazel. Hey, so Sophia, did I say hi to you, beautiful self? Oh, I did. Yes, my dad is like that. He's acts of service, but has gotten more verbal with things. Oh, okay. I got you, babe. I got you. I said, baby, I got you, babe. Oh, by the way, your dad wants to know that he got you. Because I keep hearing, baby, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Thank you. Thank you for the goodness. Thank you for the greatness. Okay. All right, so let me get the next person. Hello, if you're just coming in, donations take priority, but you can post free in the chat to receive a free Oracle message. Okay, the next person that I have is Gab. So I went, okay, let me see what you're saying. Ooh. Y'all two got to stop playing now, Gabby. Playing with fire. Why the fuck would he be bothered? I don't get it. Why would you be bothered? That's why I was saying he kind of gives me frenemy vibes. Oh, you changed the question because he spoke to him and do deny liking me. Okay. But what? But you remember I picked up on an energy like he's a frenemy towards your man. I feel like he's a frenemy towards him. Like let's say he didn't even know you existed. And let's say he just noticed his friend had like a change in energy, like because of his friend interacting with you, his energy changed. And he talked to him one day, or they went to lunch or something or whatever. And he's like, "What's going on with you?" And he's like, "Nothing." "Are you sure, dude? Because you seem different." He's like, "Nah, everything's good." He's like, "You seem like you're talking, you getting with a woman or something, huh?" He's like, "Yeah." That it seemed like that alone would bother him, like him knowing that this man is doing good or feeling good. Anywho, I don't know. Maybe that's just how he is as a person. Ooh, I missed some of Hazel's stuff. Hazel said, "Oh, I can draw. I do sculpting. I can." It's crazy that I was thinking about start drawing today. That's how synchronicities work, Hazel. That's how the synchronicities work. I love it. I didn't change my question because he spoke to him. So his thought after the conversation with him, meaning his friend, I also believe his wife was uncomfortable. Yeah, and Jay noticed it too, and basically told him, "Gabby, you're not coming there anymore." Oh, oh well, look who claiming and saying. Gabby, I'm gonna tell you again. This is a risky position to be in. You can't say I never tell you. From your reader, and I consider you my friend. Um, this is a risky position. A risky position is either he gonna man up and claim you one time and done, but he can't put you in this position because this is a roller coaster ride ready to happen. This is a emotional storm ready to happen. And see this man speaking to you in some which fit. Girl, let me see what you say. Girl basically told him I was his and that we love each. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. That is risky. That is risky beyond risky. Because until you get the confirmation, the verbal confirmation, let me tell you about somebody that I know. I knew this lady who she was dealing with this dude. Now, in your case, it wasn't that it wasn't that it was ambiguous. He basically told her that he was not ready for a relationship, but he wanted to fuck because they already had fucked, right? But he said to her, and I told her the same thing I'm telling you, it's risky. He said to her he's not ready for a relationship because he just got out of a relationship and he's attracted to her sexually and whatever, whatever, but he's not ready for a relationship. I don't know what in her mind made her decide to start giving him all the girlfriend and wife treatment. So she would go to his house. She would cook, clean, iron his clothes, giving him everything that a woman who has been claimed would not naturally do for him when he clearly said to her, I am not ready for a relationship. This dude was even in an accident. And she was there to help him, nurse him back to health. She did more for him than his family did for her. I also told her that this person was a red flag because I kind of started noticing based on conversation we had. This was back in the day. This was somebody that I knew in my past. Based on conversation we had, he seemed to have a track record of going after women who had their own houses, their own cars, basically had their shit together. And also they had children. That was like his MO. They had children, they had their own houses or their own businesses, they basically did not need a man for any sort of resources. The only thing they need a man for is like the companionship. When she told me about the fact that his previous woman was basically similar to her, kind of established in her life, and now he's trying to deal with her. And I said to her, this sounds like a little bit of a pattern. And then the woman before that previous woman was a similar situation. She had her own, give him his independent vibe. I'm not saying anything wrong with being independent, but be very careful of men who do that, who want to get with you because you're independent, so they don't have to give anything to you. The masculine energy is a natural giver. Pay attention to what he's giving to you. Do you hear me? So I told her this is risky, yo. This is risky. Okay? Because he already said to you, I am not ready for a relationship. So basically all he's saying is, I want to fuck. I want your ass up in the air, and that's it. And I don't know why in her head she decided to start giving him all that a woman would give him in a relationship. Showing up, cleaning, cooking. He had everything and did not give her what she wanted, which was a commitment. Do you believe when it all said and done, with everything came ahead, 3 years fucking later, about, let's say two and a half, maybe two and a half years later, he said to her, I told you I was not ready for a relationship. Blow me the fuck down. This dude had the audacity. Well, that's from a woman's perspective, because that's how I felt as a woman. He had the audacity to say, after all that she had done for him, and that's the problem with us as women. We think our efforts will make a man solidify a connection. It won't. Listen to what he says. He said, I told you I was not ready for a relationship. And that's the truth. He didn't ask her to come cook him Sunday dinner every Sunday. He didn't ask her to come over to his house and cook and clean. And he didn't ask her to stay around when his ass got into the accident. He lucky he ain't meet one like me. Because first of all, if you tell me you ain't ready for a relationship and you just want to fuck, you better believe I ain't trying to figure out what's going on with you. I don't want to know what's going on with your life. Don't try to tell me what's bothering you, because I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care. I do not care. Let me share a part of my story with you. So when I was in my early days, like in my 20s, late 20s, I had met this dude. He told me something similar. Oh, he wasn't really interested in a relationship right now. Now we clicked. When I say we clicked, we fucking clicked. Like we laughed easy together. It was easy to be around each other, right? And so things got sexual, and the sex was oh my god. He was a Scorpio. Let me tell you, Scorpios know how to put dick on you. Oh Jesus! The sex was amazing. But you know what he's gonna call me one day and say to me? Oh, I don't call him and just check on him to see how he's doing. Why the fuck would I be calling you and asking you how you doing? You told me you're not interested in a relationship, because the only time I would call him is when I wanted some dick. That was it. And when I said the dick was good, when I said the dick, Jesus Christ, the dick was phenomenal. Ooh, baby. So I don't think, and I think some toxic men, that's the game they play with you. Because I think some of them know that if they push a woman away, she would come closer. So I felt in his case, it was a game with me. And I didn't realize how my energy was affecting people back then. I mean, I knew people were very clingy towards me, especially when it comes to men. Because by that time, I already had a boyfriend who told me that if he can't have me, nobody can have me. But I wasn't fully aware of how people got addicted to my energy. So when he told me that, and oh, he need to talk to me, and oh, I don't just call him to see how he doing. Basically, you trying to say you only call me when you want to fuck, and that's the truth. I only called him when I wanted to fuck, because you told me that you was not interested in a relationship. So if you tell somebody like me that, I don't want to know what's going on with your life because I ain't your therapist. I have no reason to be giving you my emotional comfort because you ain't made no commitment to me. Okay? And secondly, I wasn't asking you for no money. I wasn't, now to be honest, he wasn't mean with me. Like if we went out, he always paid to make sure I was straight, fill me up with gas, whatever, whatever. Whenever I come see him, you need gas money, da 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 da. But my emotional comfort was not on the table because you said you didn't want a relationship. So why the fuck I would be calling you and ask? I don't give a fuck about how you're doing. You really don't give a fuck about how I'm doing because I'm a woman and you know as a woman we are emotional creatures. Okay? And as a woman you like to be claimed. So you ain't claiming my ass, but you want me to ask you how you're doing? The fuck I look like? Do I have therapists written on my head? No. So that dude couldn't have fucked with somebody like me. But unfortunately, she was one of those people who went all in by him saying to her, I'm not ready for a relationship. And when it was all said and done, he said to her when she got hyphy or hype because things were going bad, he said to her, I told you I was not ready for a relationship. And you know what he did? He got involved. And the sad thing is, they worked at the same company, even though they worked in different areas. And you know how information, when people see you out with somebody, people can talk. And they've been riding for a while. So people saw them all over town and whatnot. And do you believe he got with another woman on that same fucking job with the same exact credentials? She was a woman with her own house, her own car. She had children. She basically did not need him for anything. And it made that the girl I'm telling you about it completely destroyed her. Why? Because she also looked way better than the woman he got with. And I said to her, girl, I don't think it's about no look. I think this dude is a fucking user. At that point, narcissist wasn't a word that we used back then. I just said to her, I said, this dude is a user. Don't you see his MO? The woman before you, same thing. Own house. Got her shit, her own money, got her children, stay straight. She don't need no man. Apparently, the woman before that, same thing. Then you, same thing. You got your own house, you own this, you're solid in your career, you're making it, you're good. And the next woman who he picked up on, same shit. Same fucking shit. And then apparently, his position in the company, he was like a, what do you call it, a messenger or some shit like that? What do you call them? Like they would go to, it was back then before like how things are. He would be like a corporate, you know, like some very sensitive documents you don't want to send through the mail. So you would have some like a corporate carrier. They would deliver this information. You feel me? A trusted carrier. Girl, that's what he was. And you know he wasn't making no money like that. But maybe the dick was good. I don't know. He was my cup of tea. I don't know what she saw because he was not my cup. I'm not saying the dude was ugly, but he was just not my cup of tea. But because I was like, what do you see in him? Okay. And then he was not fun to be around. He was one of those people who always had an attitude. And I'm like, the fuck is your problem? Like always just annoyed. I don't know why that enticed her. But anywho, Gab to you, Gab. This is a risky position. I telling you, girl. This is a risky ass position to be in. And if I was just talking to you as a friend and not your reader, I would tell you straight up to fucking cut this off and give him an ultimatum. Yo, this is what I want. If you're not willing to give this to me, we're done. That means friendship is done. Everything is done. Okay? Because right now it looks like I'm the one who's going to end up in the losing position because this is risky. And if you end up fucking this dude, you gone. I'm sorry. If you end up giving him the You are gone. Because I feel like you're going to enjoy it and you're going to be giving it to him again and again and again. Especially if you like oral. Because I feel like the dude maybe know how to eat the shit. But anywho, if you give it to him, it over. Your head is going to be gone. At that point, no matter what nobody tell you, you could be over there getting your ass dig out. You will be over there getting the deep strokes. Do you hear me? What is soft life laughing about? Let me go see what y'all are saying. Gab said. So I thought of okay. So I thought of, after the conversation with him, meaning his friend, I also believe his wife was uncomfortable. Yeah, and Jay noticed it. And girl, he basically told him I was his and that we love each other. Girl, that part. So that's why I asked my next question. And you know, I pulled my energy back, not like it was before, and I spoke to him about that. Um, Soft Life says a woman can't have a hookup feeling. Devon, I just want a plaything for now. What was I supposed to do? Soft Life. In that case, though, I feel like this dude was trying to use it as a way for me to come closer. Like, I feel like he thought that I was going to be the one to leave him, even though it did happen. And so if he tricked me, I would have been, because a lot of women behave that way. When men push them away, they come closer. Not fucking me. You need to communicate to me clearly what your intentions are. And then I'll decide what I need to do. Because at the end of the day, if I don't take care of myself, who's going to take care of me? Okay? If I don't look out for my best interest, who's going to look out? You feel me? And like I tell you, ooh, he was a scorpion. Jesus, I can still remember that. That dude. Oh my God. Ma. Ooh, hallelujah. Racket. Anywho, but nope. I'm holding off until he step up. No, Divine, I'm not, but I don't care for the friend. Yeah, it's a rookie playbook. Soft like say, yeah, it's a rookie playbook. They think they're so smart. Okay, it only works on insecure women. Exactly. It only works on insecure women. And they still do it. You know, men think they are so smart. They tend to, like for instance, this good morning, beautiful, I cannot fucking stand it. It is so generic. Because you know what? Men are creatures of habit. And once they pick up on something that works, they will use it over and over again. So a lot of women's love language is quality time, usually primary or secondary, a lot, right? And so there are men who've noticed that that good morning, beautiful text is like the money changer, the game changer. So they say that good morning, beautiful. When a man sends me that, I am instantly turned off. Don't say it to me. Just say good morning. Or you don't have to say good morning. It don't bother me if you don't say good morning. My love language is not quality time or words of affirmation. But you keep coming and look for me and don't bring me nothing, then it's a problem. Ain't nothing happening for you. And me, I don't coach men. I pay attention to how they treat me. Iyanla Van Zandt said, we don't get the right to tell people how to love us. We get to witness how they love and then decide if we want to participate in that type of love. So that's what I practice. When you're interacting with me as a man, I pay attention to what you give to me because the masculine energy is a natural giver. If he ain't giving you nothing, he don't really want you. He don't really care about you. So if I see you ain't bringing me nothing when you come to see me, your hand's always empty. You don't check to see if I need anything, like simple little things. You need gas. You need money for gas. You need lunch. You need, you know. It don't even have to be fucking money. If you just come and you could say, oh, I brought you a water, just something so I can know that I was being considered. You telling me that I was being considered is not, doesn't mean anything to me because that's not my love language. It's not quality time. Quality time, people like to know you were thinking about them. You were spending time thinking about them, not fucking me. I don't even fuck about what your thoughts are. Demonstrate to me what your actions are. I have fully set in my spend that fucking money. Pay my grocery bills. Like I needed some shirts, jumpsuits done for my lunch, and then his son doing it. He paid down for. That's what I'm talking about, Gabby. That's the fuck what I'm talking about. Do you hear me? That's what I am talking about. All right? Okay? Now, do not get me wrong because I listen, you whenever you see a woman write something like this, a real woman only wants your time and attention, meaning she's saying that there are women out here who don't want your money. That's because her love language is quality time. And that could become risky for you if your love language is quality time when a man is giving you attention, because quality time women, currency for them is attention. Currency for acts of service women is money and things getting done. Currency for the receiving gifts woman is nice shit, trips, um, nice gifts, quality gifts, which usually leans into expensive because quality costs money. But currency for the quality time woman is attention. So when you see her say a real woman only wants your time and attention, because that's what makes her feel loved. Quality time. So if your love language is quality time, Gabby, and this man is giving you quality time without any commitment, it's a risky position to be in. Okay, because your love language is being spoken and therefore you're being moved emotionally, which is causing you to attach to him. Like for me, I would not entertain a man who says to me, hey, I'm not interested in a relationship, or he does not give me any clarity of his intention, but he does a lot for me. I would not entertain him because I know that my love language is acts of service. And then my emotions are going to start to be moved, and I'm going to start getting attached to a man who is not giving me any clarity of his intentions. And that leaves me open to an emotional storm. Because when Row Day comes and he says, "Hey, I never said I wanted a relationship. Yeah, I do for you. Yeah, I send you money. Yeah, I make sure you're straight, but I'm just a kind dude. I didn't say I was in love with you or anything." Guess who's going to be devastated? Me. So in your case, if the attention he's giving you is moving you emotionally, when Row Day come and he said, "Well, I never said I was interested in a relationship, you knew what was what," you're going to be in an emotional storm because you're going to feel emotionally destroyed because then your emotions already wrapped in him because you grew attached to him because he was speaking your love language. That's why I tell you guys it's important to learn these things about yourself. Learn your love language and learn your attachment style. Also, if I meet a dude who is in a relationship and we become cool as friends, and I notice he does a whole lot for me, and he's also an intellectual, and we commute because I'm a sapio. I don't know if you guys know what that is. A sapio is a sapiosexual means that I'm attracted mostly to intelligence. It doesn't mean I'm not physically attracted, but emotionally, not emotionally, intellectual stimulation really gets me, right? So let's say I meet a dude who the conversation really flows and we get along really, really well. And he does a lot for me, but he says to me, hey, I'm involved with somebody. I'm going to cut that off because it's too easy for him to move me emotionally. And it's too easy for me to get attached to him because he's doing for me. And then I'm going to be the one left on the outside because he with somebody who he has given verbal confirmation of, yes, you are mine and I am yours. So, girl, okay? I just that you know. But let me get back to your question. Let me get to the question. So the question was, I don't call him and ask him how he's doing. I don't give a fuck about how you're doing. You said to me, you're not ready for a relationship. B B B B B. You just come out of something. B B B B B. Child. Why would I be calling you back saying, I give a fuck about how you're doing? I give a fuck about that dick doing. That dick was great. He talked to him. He did have a conversation with his friend today and told him basically, Gabby, think you like her. So you want the reaction of the friend? You said, and I wouldn't fall. Of course, I am conscious about soft. I say, yeah, acts of service and gifts. That's how my dad gave me love. No, of course I'm conscious, and I wouldn't fall enough right away. Oh no, mine is acts of service. What's your secondary? You sure you don't have quality time in one of them? Um, do you want whose reaction? The reaction of Jay or the friend when the conversation was had? Mm. That was the second Scorpio I ever dealt with. My first boyfriend was a Scorpio. He was fucking crazy too. He's the one who told me that if no one can have me, if he can't have me, no one can have me. Girl, that dude was crazy as fuck. But baby, I don't know if the Scorpio is just born knowing how to lay pipe, but honey, call him the plumber because that dude could lay pipe. My first boyfriend, I'm the dude who tried to play game on me, mind games. But you know what's interesting? Scorpios, when they are toxic, they play a lot of mind games. They do play a lot of mind games. My first boyfriend was obsessive and possessive. Girl, he was a crazy psycho. I couldn't. Oh my god. Like he would approach, like if dudes, like let's say we're walking and some dude is looking at me, or if let's say we're in a store and I came outside and a dude didn't know that I was there with a man and they was giving me attention, like trying to call at me or whatever, he'd be like, "What your problem is?" Or he see somebody looking, "What you looking at her for? What you looking at her for?" And I'm like, they're looking at me the same reason why you used to looking at me. Okay, girlie was, but honey, when I say passionate, oh my god, them Scorpios be dicking you down right. And sometimes I feel like every woman should experience a Scorpio sexually. I feel like they are the kings and queens of sex in the zodiac. The friend. The friend told him, I thought you all need a room. Oh, the friend told him, I thought you all. Oh. So the friend said, do you want to know what the friend reaction? What was your reaction after the conversation or during the conversation? What was the reaction? The tower? The tower girl? He didn't like what was said. Tell me your reaction. Someone keeps saying I love your readings. Thank you. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. It wasn't good. Ooh, the Eight of Swords. It wasn't good. It got him all up in his head. Is he a friend or a frenemy? Let's see. Friend, frenemy. The side with the most positive card will be your answer. Friend, frenemy. Both. So that's a frenemy. These are two positive cards. I think this is just naturally who he is. I don't think it's because of your person, Jay. I think he's just that type of person in general. Like he just a hating asshole. You know, some people are just hating assholes. You know, I call them the has. They just have a hating ass spirit, but they mask it like they are your friend or your girlfriend, your boyfriend. He just got a jealous spirit, it seems. I think he has a jealous spirit. It seems like when it comes to collaborations, he needs to be the one on top, or he need to be in his mind. He need to be feeling like he's the one on top because you notice in this group, this man is in the middle, standing on top, and the rest are bowing down to him. So even let's say your Jay is, you notice I keep calling him yours. Let's say your Jay is actually doing way better than him in life, money wise, mentally, emotionally, physically. But he perceives that he's doing better than your Jay. He don't care. He just want to know that he just need to think that he's doing better than him. It may not be true, but he needs to, in his mind, He needs to believe that he's doing better. And as soon as it shifts, somebody could be a Leo in this situation. Because some Leos, when Leos are toxic, let me call you all out now. All signs have a toxic side. When Leos are toxic, that's how they behave. Like they need to be on top of you. Okay? It seems like this person is like that. Like they feel like they need to feel like they are on top of you, whether it's in the area of money, happiness, whatever. They just feel like they need to be like the one to shine, the center of attention. So he may have peeped how happy Jay has become since he's been dealing with you, and that may be bothering him in a sense. Okay? All right? So tell me more. Tell me how you felt. How you felt with the conversation. How you felt with the conversation. Eight of Swords, it bothered him. Okay? All up in his mind. He's thinking about this even now. He's not sure how to approach the situation. The tower really shocked him. Okay? And he's gonna come back with love, like love bomb your Jay. But my eyes are drawn to the snake. There's a snake on this finger. Yeah, a little snake. So a little snakiness is in him. Tell me how you felt about what was said. Five of Cups, regret. Regret about what? Oh, an ending? Why would there be a regret about an ending? The only ending is that you're not going to the house anymore, right? That's the only thing that's ending. I don't know. He has some regret about the ending, sadness about the ending. Tell me how you felt. Nine of Wands. He felt hurt, and now he would like to possibly offer you guys another outing, because this Nine of Cups is giving me going out and having drinks to kind of bring back a certain type of balance to this situation. Tell me how you felt. Making plans for the future. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. He's going to try, like, do some sort of peace offering. So I'm jumping to conclusion. He may try to imply that both of you jumped to conclusion because what you guys were picking up on was not the case. People pleasing. He's going to try to please you because maybe he feels stonewalled by Jay. Jay may not be as open to him as he was previously, and he does not like that. Expressing true feelings and reaching out regularly, checking in to show they care. Yeah, so he's going to try to change back the perception that your Jay has for him, okay? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right. All right, all right. All right, all right. Let me see what you're saying. And used to get what he wants. I picked that up. Oh, I'm a Leo, but I'm not toxic. Listen, all signs have their toxic side. All okay. So you don't not because I say Leos are toxic means that it's you. No, you don't have to be toxic. You can be a healthy Leo. I knew he was up in his mind. I feel he's going to talk to me about what Jay said. Child, he might, because he's going to make an attempt to bring back harmony to the situation. He's going to make an attempt to bring back some sort of harmony. Is there a business affiliation? Because it feels like he doesn't want to lose Jay. I mean, it could just be that he doesn't want to lose the friendship, but this person have I shouldn't say this person have a toxic side because we all have a toxic side. His toxic side is he likes to be the one on top. That's his toxic side. Okay. So does that mean you throw people away? Not necessarily. If their toxicity isn't something that would cause you any sort of harm, you could, because we all have something wrong with us, right? But if this person toxicity is going to end up causing you any sort of harm, then yeah, cut them out, cut them off. Okay. Because if that's the case, if you're going to let everybody go because they have a toxic side, then you're just going to be alone in the world because everybody got a toxic side. Y'all know I don't hide mine, okay? I be telling y'all the tea. When I told you I laugh at that dude, I still laugh today. Okay, maybe I should stop. Woo! I feel he's gonna talk to me. I wasn't off. He stared at me the whole. I wasn't off. He stared at me the whole time, and how I acted with Jay. Um, mm. Okay, so let me get to who's next. Who's next? Let me get to. Oh, Gabby, you said another one. Okay, Gabby. So what's your second question? And then I have soft life. And after soft life, I have. Oh, I have two for soft life. So I said, girl, it ain't legal to laugh at nothing. No. Oh, let me see. You probably sent your question as well. Let me see. Let me see what your question says. Um, okay. What's your next action and thoughts after yesterday? After everything yesterday, what's your next action and thoughts? Action, thought. Action, thought. Action, thought. So let's look at thought first. What's your thoughts about yesterday? 10 of Wands, an ending. Um, Girl, did you feel anything when you sat on his lap? Because my eyes are drawn to the Knight of Wands, and his wand is red. And then my eye is drawn to this Ten of Wands, which is an ending, but this man is holding up an Ace of Wands, and that wand is hard. You sure you didn't feel anything when you sat on that lap? Because, honey, this man dick was hard for you. This man made like oral, but I'm getting like this teasing energy. Like, let's say you did allow him to like get a little sexual with you. Like, he wouldn't want to go all the way right away. Like, he'd want to tease you, like do a kind of like teasing shit, like lick it through the panties, some nastiness, like some freaky shit like that. Like, let me pull over and like sniff it or some shit. It's giving me like sneaky ass energy, like sneaky sex, or let me feel it up or something like that, and then you just rub it. Like, let's say you're in the car driving with him, right? And he's driving, and he kind of just put his hand on your thigh and rubbing your thigh, and he just kind of move your skirt up just a little bit, and like use one finger and just play with your clit a little bit, like not put it in the panty, just like outside the panties, like use one finger and just touch. Some teasing ass energy. Like, he would want to build up the sex. Like, he would want to fuck you eventually, but like it's something like that going on in his mind. Like, he want to tease you and anywho, heavily sexual energy coming through. But see this Knight of Wands? We know what the Knight of Wands does. The Knight of Wands comes in fuck you right. You have to give him. You have to give the Knight of Wands his job that he does well, which is to fuck you good. But we know he's non-committal. He's gonna come in and he's gonna leave. He ain't gonna stick around. He's not the King of Wands. Okay. And see, there is still an energetic difference between you and this man, because you are showing up as the Queen of Swords, and he's showing up as the Knight of Wands. He's in the Knight's energy, you're in the Queen's energy, you're out of alignment. Um, but his thoughts is that he's thinking about what happened, and he's thinking about how sexually charged he is for you. What's his next action? He's gonna give you something. It could be some money, or it could have been something that you've been waiting on a long time. His next action is to come towards you even stronger with this Chariot. But there is something in the background that he keeps looking at. Because look at this chariot. This person is looking at something in the background behind him. But he wants to show up for you more. So like a king of coins. So his action is gonna show more stability. But be mindful. You need verbal commitment of what he wants. Because this Knight of Wands energy is I'll fuck you and leave you at the same time. Despite the fact that I'm doing things for you, giving to you with the King of Coins, treating you like I am your man, I will fuck you and still leave your ass. Okay? Just a heads up. So tell me, next thought, your thoughts about yesterday. He felt like you handled the situation well too, because the Queen of Swords is somebody who really know how to navigate a situation, like verbally, intellectually. Okay? Tell me your thoughts about yesterday. Your thoughts about yesterday. Indirect communication, testing, and trickery. Your thoughts about yesterday, separation. And your thoughts about yesterday, don't trust others. Fuck me. What a way the cards came out. So it heightened his trust issues with that dude. Now he feels like he wants to be separated from the dude. He saw the indirect energy from this person. He saw it. Like it didn't go over his head. He saw it. It says the card says indirect communication, testing, and trickery. Tell me what's your next actions. Tell me what your next actions are. What are your next actions? A clean slate. Okay. Offering commitment. They are coming back to stay, let go of the past, making an effort to spend time. Girl, it looked like you might be getting this commitment sooner than we thought. Maybe you don't have to give it an ultimatum. Maybe the commitment is here. Keep holding your faith and keep holding clear faith. Okay? Because the 3D approach is from my perspective, the 3D approach, remember, I give you the cards and you make your decision. Even if I share my perspective, that what I would do, use the cards to help you make your decision. From my 3D perspective, I would already cut that off, like ultimatum straight up, just as a way of securing myself, since he's not giving me the security that I need. But it seems like you holding the faith may be helping, because this energy of I want to start off anew with the clean slate, and then offering commitment, and it says they're coming back to stay, let go of the past. So he could be letting go of the past, and you need to let go of the past as well, and he's ready for a commitment. You know what's my question of the day gonna be? My next question of the day gonna be what it would feel like being in a relationship with them. Did I have that question already? Or how it would be in a relationship with them? Yeah, I think I may have done. Maybe I did that relation. Maybe I did that. Okay. Love never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I found you. Um, Now you're gone, what am I gonna do? So empty, my heart, my soul can't go on without you. My rainy days fade away when you come around, babe. Please stay. Please stay. This person don't want to lose you. Something is going to happen within the next 2 to 6 weeks. Something significant is going to happen, and by October 22nd, mark this day down. By October 22nd, something major will happen, and I feel like it's to benefit the connection. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Grenadine. Oh, that's. I sent a second one. Oh, is this for me? Yeah, that was for you. He did say I made him horny. He did tell me he noticed it. I felt that. He said, been doing a lot of thinking. Okay. He didn't say of me, but I felt it was. He's been thinking of me. I said, I've been thinking about you. Rainy days. This person, rainy days go away when you come around. Love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I found. This person may want to kiss you. Safa, give me your first question, my love. Fantasies of me from my admirers. They're getting bold. They were rushing to open the doors for me today. They were like, "Ooh, I was delighted I tried to even accept them." Ooh, what kind of fantasies? Ooh, I like that question. Ooh, soft life. That gotta be the next question. That could be the next question for the question of the day, child. Remind me if I forget. Fantasies of me. What are the fantasies of your admirers? Ooh, I like it. What are the fantasies? Oh, well, your energy changed of your admirers. Nice. Ooh. Write it down. Okay. Tell me what your admirers. What are their fantasies currently? What kind of fantasies y'all having? Tell me what y'all be thinking of her. Knight of Cups, child. Somebody won't come and make you a love offer. I mean, don't get me wrong, honey. If you just want to get some D, get the D, babe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, I know the last time somebody who you had gotten close to, we found out that he was a little bit psycho-ish. Um, maybe you didn't do anything on that end, but if you find somebody who getting the D is healthy. Don't ever take anything as wrong and getting the D. Getting the D is good. You feel me? but I'm happy that you bring local to us that time. I'm calling him local because honey. But there's somebody who wants to make you a romantic offer. This person likes to stay in the background. They love to watch you. This person could be fantasizing about lifting you up. I don't know why that turns them on, but they fantasize about lifting you up. I feel like this person is like medium built or medium height. Let's say 5'9" or 5'10". I'm not seeing somebody super tall and could be a little bit muscular, could work out because this man looks muscular on this card, could work out. This person fantasizes like lifting you up and like holding your cheeks in their hands, like lifting you up and your chest is on their chest and you like hugging their neck and them holding your cheeks in your hands. But this person have a thing about booty. I just heard, look at that booty she got on you. Look at that booty you got on you. Toot toot. That booty you got on you. Toot toot. Toot toot. Oh, I love that booty. Put the hands on the booty. That's a song by T-Pain and Chris Brown. Look at that booty she got on you. Toot toot. Look at that booty you got on you. Y'all know I be saying my own things. Because for years I've been singing with that same song with Lady Gaga, Give Me the Green Light. I never know that was not what she said. I kept saying for years, give me the green light. How much your fantasies are. 3 of Cups. You have admirers who want to be your friend. Queen of the Empress. Child. There could be somebody older than you that's fantasizing about you. There could be an older woman that would like you to be around her. Because the fantasies I'm getting is not like sexual, overall sexual. That might come through, but I'm getting like people admiring you and wanting to experience you. But for this older woman, I don't trust her too much because my eyes are drawn to the snake. And there's like this energy thing coming out. Look at this. You see the snake? Right? And then you see this like almost look like energy coming out of her arm. This woman want to siphon your energy. She wants to be around you. She has some sort of belief. She's in some sort of secret society or some sort of society. If it's not secret, is there anybody at your college that wears, or anywhere you work or something that wears these, who would wear something like this hat on this woman's head? Because this hat gives me like, when you're graduating and you put on a certain, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not talking about your graduation hat, because the graduation hat is flat. But when you're graduating and you notice that these, like the dean and all of them, have like these other accolades on their gown and their sash and all that stuff, it's giving me like that, like, this person is a part of an organization and they want to siphon your fucking energy. They know about energy. This woman wants to be around you to kind of drink in your energy. But I feel like they can, you're not weak willed and you're not weak minded. And because of that, they can't infiltrate you, like just love bomb you or friendship bomb you, like blow smoke up your ass and you fall for it. And you don't give off needy energy. So that some of them think that you come from like major wealth. So that's why you don't have like this energy of I need connections. Because you don't give off the energy like I need to be in a connection or I need to be a part of this group. It seems like, oh, and people may have speculated that you come from some sort of royalty. Like, oh, her family's rich, that's why she doesn't act that way. Because some of them literally are in these groups because they're working on the connection for after school, like getting a job, being affiliated. But you give us this vibe like, I'm okay regardless. Like, whether I'm with you guys or not, I'm going to make it regardless. Okay? Tell me what the fantasies they're having of you. We have the Six of Coins, the Four of Swords. There is somebody who wants to be your friend who fantasizes about you at night, but this person don't know how to approach you. This person who wants to make you a love offer, they're fearful of you leaving them. They may not feel adequate. They may feel like you have other people that's interested. There is a guy also who feels like he could be your man with this King of Cups, but you two are out of energetic alignment because you're the Empress's energy and he's the King of Cups. He's still in a very strong energy, but the Empress needs an emperor. Like she don't have time to coach you into your emperorship. You have to come up on into that yourself. So what are the fantasies about you? The Queen of Cups? Oh fuck. You and this person would get along really good. Maybe initially because you could vibe in this Queen of Cups energy, but I don't know if it will translate into the long term because then you are either in the Empress's energy or you are destined to be the Empress. I don't know if this King of Cups is destined to be the Emperor. The Empress needs an Emperor. You can't be with just a king when you're an Empress. I smell fresh laundry in my head. Like, why do I say smell it in my head when I be smelling in my nose? Y'all know what I mean. Somebody may like your scent. Like, you know how Rihanna, people talk about how good Rihanna smells? Yeah. Tell me what y'all like most about her. Tell me what y'all like most. Like these admirers. Tell me what y'all like most about Soft Life Girl. We have intuitive. Yeah, like I said, you ain't weak willed. You be picking up on the undercurrents. You be picking up on the things that are not said. They know that. Faithful. You're perceived as very dedicated and a beautiful mind. I told you, your mind, the way your mind works, is amazing. And this woman there's an older woman here who wants you to be around her. That she wants to siphon your energy. She may even be like a witch or something, because she definitely believes in them type of stuff. An aura, your aura is addicting. Yeah, she knows she knows who you are energetically. She knows that you're some sort of star seed, or you know how I tell you that your vibration feels sparkly? Like you feel like you ever had like champagne or soda tickle your nose, like when it's bubbling and you feel like that. You feel ticklish, like sparkly, light, airy, like that type of energy. And she knows about energy and she wants to suck you up. Articulate. They love the way you communicate. Very poetic and strong and your aura is very strong. You command the space when you enter. People feel you when you come in. They also feel when you leave, and your legs. This thing about your legs always comes out. I don't know if you have a like dancer's legs or you used to dance or you cheerleader or something, but there's something about your legs that people be loving. And they like that you're a loner as well. It's like the unattainable fruit I'm hearing. Cosmic vibes. It's like some people actually get turned on from not being able to get you. Like it's almost like standing under a mango tree and you ever looked up if you maybe you never looked on stood under a mango tree and look up like into the top of the mango tree and you see this really ripe mango, but it's out your reach. And you just would be down to the foot of the tree, like fantasizing of how good it would taste. Like, oh my God, if I was able to get this mango, this would be so fucking good. But you just have to give up and go about your day because you just can't reach it. You can't climb the tree. You can't throw a rock to hit it. You can't do nothing. You just like fuck. I wish a strong wind would blow and blow that fucking mango so I could have that. Oh, if I could have that mango. The high energy. Somebody thinks you're super sexy. And those who find you mysterious wonder if you have a really funny, goofy side. And there's something very mystical about you. And your energy of being unbothered turns people on as well. Yeah. And that's what I have for you, my love. Soft Life says, I wanted the appointment. Child, I know how it is. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I always sit in front. As long as they aren't shorter, I'm 5'5". What older woman? No. I might not know who this is. I might know who it is. Okay, yeah, some of them have said they looked for my parents' LinkedIn and Instagram. For fucking what? Yeah, I don't have the time to coach people. Yes, I mix my sense. I used to do ballet. Oh, and I started wearing shorts, skirts, and shorts to flatter my. Ooh, that whisper voice is sending me. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, give me your next question. Give me the green light. Give me your next question, soft life. Um, why am I the topic of conversation? Ooh, I like that question too. The amount of people that have bumped into me and have been asking to catch up or meet is crazy. I also got people emailing me with opportunities. Yes! Are you doing the giving thanks thing that I'm telling you about? If you're doing the Thanksgiving, what I'm telling you guys about, this could be it. Or if you're listening to the sub I sent you, that could be it as well. So it tells me that your vibration is shifting, especially with the opportunities. If you're giving thanks, you're going to notice the results coming in. I just don't want you guys to take score too early. That's why I'm not asking about it. But I know for sure when this month is over, wonderful stories are going to be coming out. Okay? Why are you currently like what has changed about you? Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are the it girl right now? And why are these opportunities coming? You're the 10 of wands because something has wrapped up in you. Some old energy. You've been desiring this for a long time. Not so much being the topic of conversation, but the opportunities that are coming to you, you've been wanting this. And now it's at your doorstep because this man's foot on this step makes me think about like when Amazon comes to your doorstep. So yeah, you're being delivered what you've ordered a long time ago, and you've brought something to an end. Maybe it's the way that you think, because my eyes are drawn to the crown chakra, to this person's head, so that your thought process may have changed. There's also something about your sacral chakra, so your desires, the way how you feel about yourself, your passion, it's change. And then also there's a sunny vibe. You don't have to say or confirm in the chat, but if there was some sort of sexual trauma, you could be going through a healing. You may have healed your perspective about what happened and let go of it. Seeing in my head this lady who was on soft white underbelly. She was great, take the G off when she was 14, I think. 14, yeah, 14, I think by five people. And she's 63 now and it still bothers her. So it tells me, when I say bother her, she still breaks down and cry when she relays the story. So it tells me that she hasn't really had any healing, and it wreaked havoc on her life because she's been living on the streets, doing drugs, prostitute, all sorts of stuff throughout her life. From that day, she was kind of stuck. So there's been anything around that, um, and it doesn't have to be to that extent. It could be anything around sexuality or something. I don't know. And if not that, what else could this be? Because my eyes are drawn to the sacral. So if it's not like anything about sexual trauma or I don't know, like an assault attempt or something, or feeling uncomfortable sex. I don't know. If it's not that, it could be something just around the sacral energy. Let me see something about sacral. Tell me a little bit more about the sacral chakra. Tell me a little bit more about, because that could be something about the sacral chakra. Give me the green light. You're getting the green light. Okay, it says your sacral chakra is an energy center in your body responsible for creativity, sexual pleasure, and sensuality. It is located below the navel at the pubic bone. Okay. Um, so it could be anything to do. If it's not around that, it could be around maybe your creativity. Maybe that was blocked. Maybe your sacral chakra's energy, your sacral energy was blocked, and maybe that's coming to an ending. Okay, and then we have, tell me why you're the topic of convo and why all these amazing opportunities come to you. Two of Swords. So you could have been gaining some clarity, and there are people trying to figure you out. It just can't pin you down. It's like I just saw somebody throw a piece of spaghetti and it's stuck. Whatever they're throwing up as it relates to you, because the moon could mean trickery as well. And my eyes are drawn to the moon. Whatever is being thrown up is not sticking, okay, about you. So this could be the people who are talking about you negatively. Whatever they're throwing up is not sticking. Tell me why these opportunities. A tower. Yeah, something has ended. Um, it seems like you're being more stable mentally. um, your approach to taking care of your mental health has changed or about to change, and because of that you're gaining more. Okay, because like I said, everything is vibration. When your vibration shifts, your external world shifts as well. Okay. There is an energy of people wanting to collaborate with you in a positive way. Could have been people from a long time, or when I say a long time, maybe you may have sent out your resume, or somebody know about you maybe a year or two ago, and they're like, what do you think? And your name kind of come back up, and they're like, what do you think about Soft Life? I think she would fit right in, or she would be a great fit, or something like that. Yeah, major endings. You have surprises coming in. This tower is giving me surprise. It could be, remember I talked about something happening and then you're wrapping up your thoughts around that thing? Because the tower came onto the 10 of Wands. Remember, my eyes were drawn to the sacral. So you could be wrapping up whatever this energy is about the sacral. You could be wrapping up your thoughts around that. As you wrap up, you clean, you clear out, your vibration shifts. And as that shifts, opportunities come. Okay? Yeah. Give me a power thought for give me a power thought for soft life. This is the one that needs to come out. Yeah. You're in this lavender energy. Let me see the spiritual meaning of the color lavender. Spiritual meaning of the color lavender. Spiritually, lavender symbolizes purity, tranquility, devotion, and healing. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about this wrapping up of whatever this is, the sacral, it says it represents, and I said you're in this lavender energy. It says, my eyes are drawn to the leaves. So I guess your seasons are changing. And you know what's funny? We're heading into fall, but while things are falling for others, things are about to grow for you. My God. Rende, Roko, Siande. Send around the collection plate because, honey, that was a word. Um, associated with, okay, let me read it again. Spiritually, lavender symbolizes purity, tranquility, devotion, and healing. Associated with opening the crown chakra for a higher consciousness and intuition. It is also recognized for its ability to offer protection. So you're highly protected in this season against negative energies and to foster love and harmony in relationships. In various cultures, it's seen as a gift of the divine. Bringing elegance, grace, and a sense of spiritual awareness. Okay? Lavender is believed to purify spaces and cleanse spiritual stagnation, clearing negative energy. Its calming presence is linked to serenity and emotional healing. Oh, so maybe that's something around this emotional healing, helping to reduce stress and anxiety. Makes a lot of sense. The color and plants symbolize a gentle, enduring form of love used to promote harmony in relationships. Historically used for medicinal purpose, lavender is associated with physical and emotional healing, as well as warding off illness. Ooh. Lavender is used in rituals and talismans to create protective barriers against evil spirits and negative influences. The, associ- the associated deep purple hue connects to the crown chakra, symbolizing divine wisdom, higher consciousness. You could be leveling up into a higher consciousness as well, and enhanced intuition. Ancient Egypt, cultural and folk traditions. Ancient Egypt, used in mummification for its scent, symbolizing protection and peace for the deceased. European traditions, worn by brides for luck and a happy marriage, and used as a protective herb to ward off evil. Modern spiritual practices. Sprigs are hung above doorways to create a protective and purifying energetic barrier. Ooh, so girl, you're in this lavender energy, healing, peace, tranquility, serenity. Ooh, some what? Clark. Um, let me see what you're saying. Yes, my thought process changed. Yeah, I've experienced things and have done so much work. Good stuff. Yes, this company has been asking me for my resume back for a long. How long? I'll send it. I will. I have been busy. OMG, my nails are currently lavender too. Ooh, nice. I literally put them on this morning before class. Nice. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm going to come on earlier because I know it's kind of late. So I'm going to come on earlier in the upcoming days. And I think I'm going to head out on that one, okay? Because I know it's kind of late. Gotta look good for the hoes. We ain't paying them no mind. We ain't giving them no attention, girl. We need to find a new name for them, an energetic name that's in alignment with what we want from them. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Latour. Okay, so tomorrow I'm coming on tomorrow, guaranteed. I'm actually gonna put up the live. I'm gonna set the live as I'm done with this live. I'm gonna set the live for tomorrow, and I'm coming on earlier. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.